has a role of allocating resources when they think the administration has it wrong. I defended that at the time. I'm proud I defended it at the time because I think they did make mistakes. I do believe there was abuse, and I said we should stop it. And as president, I would oppose earmarks.
Governor? I didn't follow all of that, but I can tell you this. While I was fighting to save the Olympics, you were fighting to save the bridge to nowhere.
Oh.
No. You're entitled to your opinions, Mitch. You're not entitled to the
I've heard that line before.
Misrepresent the facts, and you're misrepresenting the facts. You don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh, zing, 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 zing. Look, Santorum was on the defense all night. They just kept pounding him. Now, in reality, Santorum and Gingrich should have been on the offense against Romney because he's still the favorite, right? But they just can't seem to play offense, man. Whenever they get the lead, Romney hits him and hits him. And so you see Santorum talking about, I was in favor of the earmarks, but now I would be opposed to the earmarks. And Romney actually had probably his best line there, like, well, I couldn't keep up with all of your excuses. So it hurt him, dog. It did. So Rick Santorum at the end of the debate said, don't ask me if I'm all right. I'm hurt, dog. But because it wasn't just Romney, all of a sudden, who's this? Oh, no, it's Ron Paul with a chair, and he smashes it over Santorum's head.
Congressman Paul, you've questioned the fiscal conservative credentials of all these gentlemen, but particularly this week, Senator Santorum. You have a new television ad that labels him a fake. Why?
Because he's a fake.
I'm real, Ron. I'm real.
Congratulations.
I'm real. Thank you.
No, I find it really fascinating that when people are running for office, they're really fiscally conservative. When they're in office, they do something different. And then when they explain themselves, they say, oh, I want to repeal that. So the senator voted for No Child Left Behind, but now he voted for it, but now he's running on the effort to get rid of it.
In other words, he says to Jackie, did I stutter, bitch? Okay, I call him a fake because this dude right here, fake. Fakeola, okay? And he actually, of course, as usual on these matters, Ron Paul is right. Rick Santorum talks a big game about, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. He did the opposite when he was in office. But it's also true of Mitt Romney, but it's curious that Ron Paul hardly ever hits Romney. In fact, now all the reporters are saying they've got a bromance, and they don't even deny it that much. So it's fascinating why Ron Paul is holding his fire on Mitt Romney. Meanwhile, in this debate, no one's holding their fire on Rick Santorum. When asked about No Child Left Behind, Rick had to say, quote, I made a mistake. And in fact, here he is trying to explain it.
You know what? I supported No Child Left Behind. I supported it. It was the principal priority of President Bush. I have to admit, I voted for that. It was against the principles I believed in, but you know, when you're part of the team, sometimes you take one for the team, for the leader, and I made a mistake. You know, politics is a team sport, folks, and sometimes you gotta rally together and do something.
I'm bothered by the idea of Rick Santorum taking one for the team. That doesn't sound good. Okay. But you see that the crowd was actually very pro-Romney. Whenever Romney said anything, Romney would be like, hey there, guys, everything I want to seek to the yak, go get him right, Mitt. So, and then whenever Santorum says something slightly questionable, well, boo, seek to the good, get out of here, right? I think Romney packed the crowd again. Nobody's talking about it, but I'm looking at that thing, and I'm going, man, that is such a pro-Romney crowd, which is weird because he doesn't have a lot of grassroots support. He has a lot of rich folks support. And he was accused of packing the crowd last time. That's why I'm telling you, man, RoboCorp, that's one savvy dude. That dude's a street fighter. I mean, he's all polished, he's got a suit on, his hair's got like 20 gallons of gas in it or whatever he slicks up his hair with and all that stuff, and he's like this. But meanwhile, you turn your back and he's like, oh, he pulls like a shiv out of his like knee or something, and he's like, and then Santorum's like, what happened, man? Oh, dude, I'm gonna pull a blood, what happened? I made a mistake, dog. No, don't leave me behind. So, and at the end of the night, almost every analyst, whether it was progressives, just journalists, or conservatives, thought Rick Santorum lost the debate.